Hey guys, what's up? How's everybody doing? So, man, we are still living in this pandemic time, and bro, it feels like we're living an actual Black Mirror episode. And it's a great episode at that, which isn't a good thing for us. All jokes aside, my heart goes out to everybody still trying their best to put food on the table for their families, still make ends meet, pay the bills and all that. You guys are the real MVPs, and I mean that. Anyway, it's a brand new day. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. What? As you can see, we have a Yeezy on deck. You know what time it is?
It's dang time.
No, not that. Unboxing time, baby! Let's go. Man, this pandemic is kicking the economy's butt. It's kicking everybody's butts. But, no pun intended, I see that people are being resilient with it, still trying to find a way to earn money despite the situation. A lot of the people are now leaning towards online selling. And by all means, go get your money. I have nothing against it. Sell all the muffins and the brownies, the face masks, the dresses, the shoes, the bags, whatever it is you want to sell, that's your hustle. Go ahead and do it.
Do it! Just do it!
No problems with it. Hats off to you. But what comes with that though is a saturation in the market for sellers. As a consumer, as a buyer myself, it's kind of hard to know and choose who to buy from. That's why I decided to make this mini series of just me vouching for the stores that I bought my shoes from during the whole quarantine period. This will help you narrow down the search for online stores that you should visit, because again, everybody's an online seller now. He's a reseller, she's a reseller, everybody's a reseller. Insert that out for me. So the store that we'll be featuring today is called What's on Your Feet PH. Highly recommend for you to visit them. And the owner is Sir Bong Halili. So Sir Bong, maraming po salamat for hooking me up with the pair. And bro, let's go ahead and unbox this baby. Man. Does the camera pick it up? Boom. Putting away the box real quick. Give me a second here. Okay, so there's still bubble wrap, so we're gonna take this off. Will you look at that? A pair of Yeezy 700. Let's go into the close-up unboxing. It comes in your typical Yeezy box with the model on top, and then we have Boost on the side. But before we take a look at the actual sneaker, here are the official colors on the box. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have no idea how to pronounce most of the words here on the box, but the last one nice. All right, so Yeezy Boost 700 made by Adidas. I went with my true to size, which is a 9.5. You guys can already guess. Here is the shoe. You guys ready? Boom. Woo-wee. All right, so we have the Yeezy 700 Waverunner in the flesh. Man, these are just crispy, bro. The orange hits. Bit of 3M on most of the shoes. The two cutouts here, the 3 stripes. We have this neon green lace, and it is a great sneaker. Polarizing to say the least, but yeah, big fan of these 700s. So now we're done with that. Let's go ahead and go on over to me talking about the shoe. So see you guys there. So as I mentioned, we're going to turn this into a mini series of sorts, and we're going to call it Name That Shop. So welcome to the very first episode, and today we are featuring What's on Your Feet PH. So again, shout out to the store and Sir Bong Halili for hooking me up with this pair of Waverunners. I am just at a loss for words because how do I say it? It's nice to finally have them back in the collection. As a sneakerhead, it just hurt my soul when I had to sell these back in the day, but it was something that needed to be done. A sacrifice had to be made. So again, I'm just super happy to finally have them back. So let's get into the review. So just like the previous videos, we are going to break this up into parts. First, we're going to talk about the background of the shoe and the release date and all that. The next is the usual, so the price and resale, the materials used and the quality of it, and then last will be the sizing and fit. All right, so this was initially released back in August 12, 2017 for pre-order. At the time, people they did not like this shoe at all. They were not invested with the Kanye chunky dad shoe vibe. Since they were coming off the 350 V1 and the V2s, it was kind of like a big switch up from Kanye. The 350s in general was like the sleek, comfortable looking shoe. And these were it was bulky, it was big, it was just too much for somebody who was a fan of the 350s. What kind of gave traction to the shoe, when Chance the Rapper hosted Saturday Night Live and he debuted the shoe first time on like mainstream TV. Once Chance wore that and then a couple of other celebrities started wearing it as well, the perspective of the public just kind of changed. It turned the tide over and they were able to like rebrand the image of the Chunky Dad shoe. So yeah, that was just the background of the shoe and how it came to be. Let's go ahead and do the price and resale. So retail of these was $300.
You serious?
What? 300? So like 15,000 pesos is retail. Oh, it doesn't show. But on the other boxes, it shows converted peso amount of the retail is 16,000. I know this has a price. So yeah, this, if you can see, is the mauve box. So I don't know if the camera sees it, but it goes for 16,000 pesos here in the Philippines. Both retail and resale were extremely high. But since then, because of the restocks, the value of it kind of died down. If we go ahead and check StockX now, this is a size 9.5. The last sale was $449. Approximately, that's around $22,450. So that's the price and resale. Let's go ahead and jump into the materials and the quality of it. Let's start things up with the toe box. So as you can see, it's mix and match of different materials and overlapping lines. So that's why it's really hard to just focus on one thing with it. But yeah, so this toe box part is made out of suede. This is the type of suede that I expect whenever suede is used, because again, it's a premium material. So I want it to be soft, like something that I could snuggle up in my pillow, you know, that type of soft. And then if we move over to the side toe panels here, it's also made out of suede, but this time it's done in a black color. On the underlays of this, we have a mesh type of material. The lateral and the medial part has like a dark green tint to it. And then in the middle of the toe box, it has more of like a bluish hue. This is mesh, so there's breathability to it. But under the underlays, so that's a lot of unders, basically the mesh has foam backed up under it for a more structured build of it. Let's go ahead and move on over to the eye stay area of the shoe. And as you can see, it's done up in this tumbled leather. And this is the type of leather that I want on my shoe. It's super soft, it's quality, there's no stiffness to it, and you can tell that it's genuine leather right off the bat. Big ups to Yeezy for putting this type of leather. So as you can see, there's no branding on the shoe. If you don't know what a Waverunner is, you don't know it's from Adidas. You don't know what brand it is. But what they did was they were pretty slick with it. They put some 3M hits underneath the mesh. So when you hit some flash onto it, you would see the 3 stripes there. I'll flash some pictures here on the screen just so you'd see on how it was applied on the shoe. This is not the only 3M hit on the shoe, but we'll get into that in a little bit. I don't know where to go to next. There's just a lot of things going on with the shoe. Okay, so let's talk about the heel part of the shoe. Again, done in a long-haired suede. This is the type of suede that I like on my sneakers. For $300, you better give me some quality materials. And then on the ankle part of the shoe here, there is another layer of mesh done up in a gray color as well. Moving forward, we'll go into the back panels of the shoe. Just like the overlays on the toe box, it's also done up in suede material, but there is a cut up here on the side, or basically 2 cut up holes, which showcases another 3M hit on the shoe. Now, if you look into the laces here, so they gave us like it's in the middle of neon green and cream. So whatever color that is, you guys decide. I can't make up my mind on what color this is. It's a nice switch up, and color combination on this was just, it's so different, it's so out there that I think that this is the type of sneaker that you either love them or you hate them. Like there's no middle ground. It's just so polarizing, you know what I'm saying? Now, let's talk about what made the shoe what it is. That midsole. So it's huge, it's bulky, it has a lot of aggressive lines.
That's what she said.
This makes the shoe what it is. And so I was talking about that color combination. So again, you see most of it is gray, but there's hits of dark green, blue, cream, or neon green, however you see these laces. And then he threw us a curveball with this orange hit on the back part of the midsole, and then it's done up into like this weird oval shape. So it's a lot of colors, it's a lot of things going on, but I personally think it works. Now let's go over to that midsole. So as you can see here, the midsole is made out of full-length herringbone. So weird shape, but full-length herringbone. Now What made the shoe $300 is in the name. So the full name of this is a Yeezy Boost 700 Waverunner. And the key word to that is boost. So, you know, boost is life. You expect boost to be this bouncy plush cushion, which it is. A great example of a sneaker is the Ultra Boost. Those were really famous back in the day, well, because of Kanye and what it brought to the sneaker game, which is the comfort, the level of comfort it provides. If you expect Ultra Boost type of feeling in these Waverunners, you're not gonna get it, unfortunately. Because of that hard foam midsole that they use, there's no return of energy as much as Ultra Boost. It was encased in this hard foam midsole, so it's not allowed to do what it does at its best. But because it's still Boost, it still gives you that right amount of comfort. It's like a balance between plush and stability because of that foam midsole. Now, just a little tip actually here. I understand that the midsole is like chunky and big, and what you immediately think is that you're high off the ground because of that chunky midsole, but that's actually not the case. You actually ride a little bit lower onto the shoe, so you're not really sitting on top of that midsole from here, but most likely from this part. Just a little tip on you guys looking into the 700 Waverunners or 700s in general. So yeah, those are the materials and the quality of it. So we're gonna go over the sizing and fit. In terms of sizing, I would recommend for you guys to go true to size in these. And so far, I don't have a lot of 700s yet. This is just this and the mauves, and they both fit true to size. So that's what I recommend for you guys to get. Okay, so this is the part where we just give our final verdict. Do you cop or do you drop? In terms of retail or resale, they are both just too much. 16,000 on a sneaker, that's too much, even for these. Even with the materials used is quality, even with the boost being used, I think $300 or 16,000 pesos is just too much for a pair of sneakers. What you're basically paying for is the hype. So once again, retail or resale, too much. But if you genuinely love that Yeezy name and the silhouette, then, you know, it's your money, do what you want with it. One last thing, if they're gonna give us a $300 retail price, the least that they could do is give us alternative laces so people can choose what they like. What I see people doing is they match the lace with the oval shapes here, which I actually did with the mauves. Let me just get it real quick. So this is them. So the reseller that I got these from, I actually told him to keep them on because I prefer it that way. So yeah, there's a little bit of pop to the shoe. That is basically my breakdown of the Yeezy Waverunners, and once again, super excited to have them back in the collect. I'm just a happy camper right now. So yeah, that's my final verdict. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, big shout out to What's On Your Feet PH. Sir Bong, thank you for the hookup, and I really do recommend for you guys to check out their page, What's On Your Feet PH. They have Facebook, they have Instagram. I will post them here on the screen and also include their links down below in the description. So go visit their page. Click the subscribe button down below along with the notification bell. So again, this is episode 1 of the Name That Shop series, so that you're notified on the other uploads that I'm gonna be doing in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. I guess there's nothing more to say. Let's go into the on-feet footage of the sneakers.